Back when I was still at BrenPro TV, we worked a lot with JBL, and I was fortunate enough that JBL let me keep a lot of the products that they sent. I still have the Party Box on the Go, the Party Box Encore Essential, Quantum Duo, Endurance Race TWS, Go 3, Quantum Stream, Quantum 800, and Quantum 1, and that isn't counting the ones that I've given away to friends and sold to make more space. I use all of these on an almost daily basis, so you could say that I am a huge fan of JBL. And they have my whole trust when it comes to personal audio. Well, it looks like I'm going to be working with them closely again as they've sent this over. I'm super excited to try this out, so let's get it unboxed quick. But before we continue with the video, let's keep the lights on here in the studio. This video was brought to you by Sneak Attack Design Lab. They're a clothing company that specializes in technical fashion, more commonly known as techwear, and you can see me in their clothes in most of my videos. I've been supporting their brand ever since I met them back in 2019, and now they're returning the favor. Head on over to the link in the description to get 10% off of your order from their site. Check their clothes out, you're bound to see something badass over there that'll look great on you. Thank you very much to Sneak Attack for this exclusive promo for my viewers. Now, back to the video. So the Xtreme3 is a medium-sized Bluetooth wireless speaker from JBL that's positioned to be your music buddy for small to medium-sized gatherings. As we can see here in the box print, it's immediately implied to have some level of water resistance. Flipping over to the back of the box, we can see that it's IP67 waterproof and dustproof. So yeah, take this to the beach and it can take sand and splashes. Just don't take it swimming. Apart from that, it seems like it has a power bank feature, it can do 15 hours of playtime, and it also features JBL Party Boost, a feature of JBL speakers where they can be daisy-chained wirelessly to play the same music. Pretty baller. Let's get it opened. Upon opening up the box, we're greeted with the JBL Xtreme3 in a wax bag, held in place by two pieces of hefty biodegradable cardboard foam. I like this, JBL. Good job. Let's take them all out and see the accessories. On a box here at the side, we have the warranty card and the quick start guide, a little packet of delicious silica gel, and in two linked triangle-shaped boxes here at the bottom, we get 4 different plug heads, a USB-C power delivery charger that can go up to 60 watts, and the carrying strap that also has an integrated bottle opener. These are pretty nice accessories. I love how thorough JBL is with the charging plugs. These will definitely come in handy. Alright, that's all the accessories. Let's head on over to the speaker for the product tour. Before moving on to the product tour, I would just like to remind you that if you're liking the video so far, please consider subscribing. Less than 1% of the people watching my videos are subscribed to the channel. Subscribing is free and greatly helps me in continuously creating content for this channel, and of course, is always greatly appreciated. Alright, let's head on over to the product tour. Upon taking it out of the wax bag, we can see the entirety of the JBL Xtreme3. It looks pretty cool, like a roided out version of the Flip 5 that I previously owned. Starting at the front, we can see the huge metal JBL branding. In blue of course, with a hint of orange at the sides. I like this colorway. Sophisticated, but still fun. Right under that is a little LED bar that lights up and tells you the battery life of the speaker when it's turned on. This is also where we can see the mesh wrap around the entire speaker. It seems to be made of thick nylon or a similar material, and it reminds me of the mesh of large format guitar amps. Moving on up to the top, we have 2 metal loops where we can attach the straps and the array of buttons to control the Xtreme3. Starting from the left, we have the Party Boost button, then the volume down, then in a separate lighted panel in the middle, the power and the Bluetooth button, then the volume up button, and the play button. Weird arrangement of buttons here, but yeah, I'll take it. Moving on to the back, we have a rubberized flap that once opened, reveals the USB-A port for its power bank feature, the USB-C charging port, and a 3.5mm aux port for if you want to connect an older device to the Xtreme3. Do remember that if you are planning to take the Xtreme3 into some difficult environments that might involve the speaker getting wet, make sure this flap is closed up tight. Moving on down to the bottom, we can see the seam of the mesh wrap of the speaker and an array of rubber feet to prevent the speaker from moving about during operation. Then lastly at the sides, we can see the twin low-frequency drivers that not only help with the bass but also projecting the sound outwards, allowing the speaker to sound louder farther. It's got the JBL exclamation point logo on them and they look pretty damn cool. They also have some rubber feet on them, so you can theoretically stand the speaker on this end, but obviously it won't sound as good. Alright, that's it for the product tour. Let's get it set up on my phone. Pairing the Xtreme3 was a fairly straightforward process. I just turned on the speaker and it automatically entered into Bluetooth pairing mode. Then I just had to navigate to it on my phone, select it from the available Bluetooth devices, and we're in. To make the most out of this connection though, you're going to have to download the JBL portable app from the Play Store or the App Store. And upon opening it up, we can immediately see that it recognizes the JBL Xtreme3. The app is fairly simple. It just shows you a much more detailed amount of battery the Xtreme3 currently has here at the top. Then we have a 3-band equalizer. This one is a bit of a letdown for me. I would have preferred more bands for finer EQ control, but then again, I can just do that with the built-in audio settings app on my phone. And another thing missing is the ability to switch through or save EQ profiles. Yeah, it's a set and forget. Then we have control for stereo group, also known as party boost. We're not going to be delving into that in this video though. And lastly, in the product information submenu, we can see the quick start guide, rename the product, and the option to turn on and off the feedback tone. This is also the submenu where you can update the firmware for your Xtreme3. Alright, that's setup all covered. Let's head on over to testing. Alright, for testing, we're going to be comparing the Xtreme3 against two speakers. One size lower is my Gravastar Mars Pro speaker, which I've also previously covered on this channel. Link in the description for my feature video of this. And one size larger are these, my JBL Quantum Duo speakers. I haven't done a video on these, but let me know in the comments if you want me to discuss these speakers in a video. But yeah, let's get the audio test going, starting from the smallest to the largest. Alright, so you've heard how it performs against the Mars Pro and the Quantum Duo. First obvious thing that I have to point out is how outclassed the Mars Pro is when it comes to sound. The Xtreme3 sounds way clearer, louder, and has a fuller sound. Not to say that the Mars Pro sounds bad, it's just that the Xtreme3 is just better. But this discussion gets much deeper once we face it off against the Quantum Duos. They definitely have the same sound profile, a somewhat V-shaped EQ with a slight lean towards sounding dark, and while it might not be fully obvious in this somewhat limited test, the Xtreme3 can really throw its sound far beyond its physical dimensions. At the same distance and volume, it can throw its sound almost as wide as the Quantum Duo, which is really impressive. But two things that I have noticed during my testing was it started to distort at around 70% of volume. Of course, I can't demonstrate it here lest I suffer some noise complaints from my neighbors because I'm shooting this video in the middle of the night. But yeah, it distorts at higher volumes. And the second one is that the bass doesn't scale well past 60% volume. Unless I give it a boost in the EQ, the bass response doesn't get any more pronounced once you push it to high volumes. This might be a limitation of the sound chip or the drivers, but it's fairly noticeable. Still, unless I'm at a fairly remote area that I won't be disturbing anyone's sleep, I don't see myself cranking this anywhere past 30%. At that level, it's loud enough to enjoy the music but not to drown out any conversations happening, and it'll keep the battery chugging along for hours. So, what do we think about the JBL Xtreme3? It's a wonderful medium-sized speaker that's going to be accompanying me to a lot of music listening sessions and small get-togethers, and even just hanging out at the balcony with my daughter in the late afternoon. It sounds bigger than it actually is, it's clearer than how you expect it to sound, and it's much more portable than its direct counterparts. I'm super impressed and I'm super happy with it. At the price of just $330 or 17,000 pesos, this is a complete portable Bluetooth speaker experience for a steal. So that's the JBL Xtreme3 portable Bluetooth speaker. Do you have any questions about it? Leave them down in the comment and I'll do my best to answer them. While you're there, give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.